I will never forget. Much more. Stay with us. First, let's get the name straight. Kevin, age 21, the oldest, the extrovert. Joe, age 19, middle child, heartthrob. Nick, 16, the baby, musical prodigy. Together they are the Jonas Brothers, real brothers, the three biggest names to capture the hearts of adolescent girls this century. In the past few months, they have played Times Square on New Year's Eve. The
Jonas Brothers!
Headlined the American Music Awards.
Oh, say, can you see?
Sung for the outgoing president and the incoming first family. Performed at the Grammys with Stevie Wonder. Team Jonas, living the dream. The Jonas family originally settled in Dallas, where Kevin Sr. preached the gospel and Mom Denise taught sign language. Everybody sang in Dad's church choir. This is Kevin. I am a move to New Jersey put Manhattan a short bus ride away. Nick found his way to Broadway in Les Miserables. Joe sang opera in La Boheme, and all three, including Kevin, did commercials.
He talks like crazy.
They picked up instruments, started playing together. But the drive, and some would say the raw talent, rested in baby Nick's soul. He was the first signed to a record deal. He was also the first to see his record flop. Then a producer at Columbia heard the boys perform together and signed them to a deal. This time, they got to experience failure together. With no money coming in, they found an audience on the internet and got the attention of Disney's Hollywood Records.
It's Hannah Montana.
Which led to their big break, appearing on Hannah Montana, and then going on tour with its star, Miley Cyrus. And now they fill arenas by themselves. The boys write their own music and play their own instruments. And any time spent with the Jonases on tour reveals a faith-based family.
Bring it in. Throwing punchlines, no one wins.
Although the boys have been linked with Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and others, they wear purity rings that signal no sex until marriage. Mom and Dad are tour bus chaperones, and perhaps the least likely stage parents you will ever meet. How do you balance your very strong faith with the life of rock stars?
You have to really draw on that faith on a daily basis to know that our strength and every gift that we all have, that the boys have, comes from the Lord.
Every room I walk in, the crew tell me, thank you for raising good boys.
The family is living back in Dallas now. The brothers have been busy recording a new album and shooting a new TV series called Jonas for the Disney Channel, set to debut in May. By the way, there is another Jonas brother. Frankie, the bonus Jonas they call him, was born in 2000. He already has his own band, no kidding.
Here we go.
We went to a local theater to see evidence that they are about to become movie stars.
They don't know we're coming, so.
Their new film, Jonas Brothers, the 3D concert experience, opens on Friday. Okay, here we go. Let us start with Kevin. You describe Joe. Joe, you describe Nick. Nick, you describe Kevin. Kevin?
Okay, so I'm describing Joe. He's, a great front man of the band. It really
each one of us, I think, has our role. But I think for Joe, he really stands out and has that Mick Jagger-esque feel to him.
Huh. Well, listen, Mick Jagger, okay. You describe Nick.
Nick, he's definitely the president. I mean, he's the leader type in the band for sure.
Why? He's the youngest.
I know exactly. People always think he's the one that we pick on, but he is wise for his age.
Okay, Mr. President, you describe Kevin.
Kevin is very enthusiastic, and definitely also a dreamer, which is good, and at times kind of challenging, but it's always fun.
On a serious note, Nick, 3 years ago, you had a terrible drop in weight, and you were even afraid that you were so ill that you might die. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes November 16th, 2005, I believe. And very, very scary moment. And I actually lost 15 pounds in about 2 weeks.
You were very public about having diabetes.
I think you need to learn how to manage it yourself before you can kind of be an encouragement to other people who might be dealing with it. And then while we were over in Canada shooting Camp Rock, I wrote a song called A Little Bit Longer. And
Title of an album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Waiting on the cure, but none of them are sure. A little bit longer, and I'll be fine. And everyone sings along. And I say, for all those who have said that I've inspired them, I want you to know that you're my inspiration.
You have learned to live with your disease. You wear a pump now that puts insulin into your body. And is it you have to prick your finger every day to know your insulin level? Do you still have to?
I check my blood sugar about 10 to 12 times every day.
Pricking your finger 10 to 12
yes.
times a day.
And the pump is amazing.
Do you use it when you're on stage?
All the time. It's on me 24/7, and I change the position every 3 days.
I know you don't like to talk about it, but when you watch your concert, everybody can see that you're wearing a silver band. Each of you do wear it. It signifies your values. Can you tell us what symbolically wearing the so-called purity ring means?
Yeah, for us, it means that we'll treat ladies with respect, and I think just to be gentlemen and to do our best to make our mom proud.
When you see these young girls, and some of them aren't that young, I don't know, how do you resist temptation? I mean, there they all are for each of you. And each of them has a favorite. Isn't it hard?
Of course. It's hard doing that, for sure. I think what we do is we do have such a family base, We end up going back on the tour bus or the plane with Mom every night.
Okay, so now I have to ask the dreaded questions. Bear with me.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Nick, for almost 2 years you were linked with Miley Cyrus, and of course you were, part of her show. You were both very young. You were 14. Was it a real romance?
I don't know what you call a real romance at 14, but she's a friend now, and that's what's important.
She said we were in love with each other. For 2 years, he was basically my 24/7.
I think that it really just comes down to a good friendship, and whatever that has in the future.
Okay, so Joe, I'm moving on.
Oh, great.
Okay, anyone in your life? We heard country star Taylor Swift.
We're friends.
Am I going to find anything out here?
Probably not.
Probably not. I'll try
once
once more. Okay, once more. Kevin, anyone? Just friends.
Just friends.
I'm so penetrating, right?
It's all good.
Do you think that one of you might turn out to be like Justin Timberlake and break away from the group, Joe?
We always talk about solo projects, and I think for us, it would never be a solo project, it'd be a side project. There's no way we can just break up because, I live in the same house as them, so it's going to be pretty difficult.
You have very young fans, and you yourselves are very young. The fans are going to grow up you're going to grow up